Hi there, my name is Chris Dillon, and thank you for joining us on this WhatsApp course with High Level to show you everything that you need to know to be able to use WhatsApp effectively within the system and within your business and have the impact that we know WhatsApp can have. Now, my name's Chris, as I mentioned. I've been in marketing for around about 15 years, and I've been a specialist in WhatsApp automation for the last 5. And in that time, I've spoken on stages. I've written a book that covers absolutely everything you need to know about WhatsApp and about automation in your business. So hopefully, I'm going to be a good person to be able to deliver this course. Over the course of this course, we are going to cover 16 individual sections. That is going to be why WhatsApp is important and the difference between what normal WhatsApp, WhatsApp for Business, and WhatsApp's API platform, which you have access to through the High Level platform. Why WhatsApp versus email and SMS and the other communication options you have. We're going to give you a stark warning on using it to give you the best chance of having longevity with WhatsApp and Meta in general in your business. We're going to run through how to set up the account, number verification, adding profile pictures and information to your number, message links and how they work, what the 24-hour chat window means in WhatsApp, how template messages work, the difference between marketing, utility, the costs, validation, submitting that to Meta, all of those things in Chapter 9. We're also going to talk about the importance of using videos in that process and how that can really elevate your communication with your prospects and customers. We're going to talk about quick replies, how to make messages engaging, and that in-conversation automation that can make all the difference when people are interacting and communicating with your business. We're also going to talk about WhatsApp flows, conversation AI, how that plays a part, WhatsApp coexistence, and how you can use WhatsApp as a mass mailing tool to go out to your entire database. Now, this is chapter 1 of the course. And in this chapter, we're going to cover why WhatsApp is important and the fundamental differences between normal WhatsApp, WhatsApp for Business, and the WhatsApp Business platform, which you'll hear me refer to as WhatsApp's API during this course. Firstly, why should you be using WhatsApp at all? Well, simply put, it is by far the most popular messaging platform on the planet. It has, by the end of 2025, an estimated 3.14 billion active users across the globe. It is an incredibly popular platform, and in over 100 countries, it is by far the most popular way for people to communicate, hands down. You also have around about 80% of people, I think it's 83% of users of WhatsApp that are active, use that platform every single day. And the average use over the course of a month is a little bit under 18 hours on WhatsApp. It slightly changes from country to country, but every month people spend around about 18 hours on it. Now, when you compare that to something like Facebook or Instagram or another social media, it doesn't feel like a lot. But remember, the only reason people are on WhatsApp is because they're actively communicating with other people. Nobody's aimlessly scrolling through conversations like they would on social media. So to have around about 35 minutes per day on average that people are in this app, it is an awful lot of attention on how they are communicating with other people. And ultimately, one of the keys to marketing your business is to be where your customer's attention is. Now, this number is massive. Across the globe, over 100 billion messages are sent on WhatsApp every day. It's 100 billion messages. Now, that's back and forth, that's family chats, that's group chats, that's everything that you can do with the WhatsApp platform. It commands a lot of attention across the board. And it's really important to remember that. And the difference between WhatsApp Personal, WhatsApp for Business, and WhatsApp's business platform or the API is relatively simple. So you've got WhatsApp Personal. This is what most of the stats come from. This is how most people interact with WhatsApp. It is a one-to-one encrypted messaging platform where people can have one-to-one chats with people. They can be in groups. They can send videos, pictures, voice notes. They can interact. They can do all of these things personally. And typically people will have chats with their families, chats with their work colleagues, with groups, with friends, one-to-one chats, significant others. They use it a lot. The WhatsApp business platform is different to all of that. WhatsApp for Business, which is an individual app that you can install on your phone, is a free app that WhatsApp provides for businesses that you can download. Some of the limitations with that app are it can only ever be on one device. You can access it through the computer, through WhatsApp for Web and apps if you share the same computers. but generally speaking, it is only accessed from one device. You can't mass mail people. You can't automate messages, with the exception of quick replies. If somebody sends you a message, there's an auto reply, but you can't automate outbound messages to them. And we're going to discuss how you can do that through High Level with WhatsApp's business platform. And it's very difficult for your team to have access to it. That's WhatsApp for Business. The WhatsApp business platform, otherwise known as the WhatsApp API, what you can access through High Level. Now, we'll talk in chapter 15 about WhatsApp coexistence, and we'll go into those details. But primarily, you're going to be using this with the WhatsApp API. And what that allows us to do as businesses is the three following things. You can do a few extra bits with it, but these are the three main things. Number one, you can automate messages as part of workflows in your system. So if somebody's filling out a form, basic form on a website and inquiring, you can automate an outbound WhatsApp as well as an email and or an SMS to go out to them immediately. I've detailed through this course how I do that, but personally, when people make an inquiry with my business, we send them a video of me saying, thank you very much for doing that, explaining what the next steps are and encouraging them to interact with the message so that they can go ahead and book their own meeting. We can also put it into WhatsApp series for meeting reminders. When people book a meeting, sending confirmations via WhatsApp. There are big hotel chains around the world at the moment that are introducing this as we speak. As I'm recording this course, I've booked a hotel room recently and my entire confirmation was sent via WhatsApp with the details of the confirmation, with the address and a link to go and direct myself to the hotel, and an encouragement for me to interact with that chat to ask any questions I have about my booking instead of needing to call up and action anything like that. So anything that can trigger a workflow can currently trigger a WhatsApp message. That's number one reason that we use WhatsApp API. The second reason is the ability to bulk message the people that have opted in. Now, in chapter 3 of this course, I'm going to talk about a warning on how to do that properly so you avoid being suspended by Meta. But when you have got people that are opting in, that are asking for this information, you can send out WhatsApps to your entire list eventually. I do it myself, where I've got a free community where people can get tips and advice from me. And every single Tuesday, I send out a 90-second video via WhatsApp that goes straight to them that encourages engagement. And every single week, I get people coming back, thanking us for the tips. And I always get a selection of them that will then book in meetings, speak to our team, and we just direct people into the community. It's a really effective tool for that. And number 3, you can get people to interact with that chat far better than they ever can with an email or an SMS. I'm going to talk about that in the next chapter. But the ability to get somebody to initiate and continue a conversation ultimately will lead to conversions as part of the sales process, will lead to better customer satisfaction for people that are going through your process and are customers, and increase the likelihood of what I talk about as the 4 R's. That's reviews, recommendations, referrals, and depending on how your business is structured, either renewals or repeat business. It could be both. The better your customer experience is, the more likely they are to do it. And WhatsApp allows you to interact with customers in a way that they aren't used to, in a way that they are used to with their friends and families. But as a business, if it's done well and it's done from a customer service centric position, it can be hyper effective and it can be really, really powerful for your business. And we'll talk about in the next chapter the difference between open rates. There are a lot of other things that you can do with WhatsApp as well. But as a platform, it is incredibly powerful. Now, if you're watching this course in Europe, in South America, in a lot of Asia, you'll understand the power of WhatsApp. For a lot of our viewers that are based in the States, WhatsApp is still one of the more popular platforms. It has around about 92 million active users every single month. But there are other options in terms of iMessage. Telegram is one of the options as well. So there's more competition in the US, and it isn't as common for people using WhatsApp. However, when you have people that are interacting with your business from countries outside, they will almost certainly have WhatsApp on their phone. The stats are clear globally. And there is a feature within High Level, which I'll talk about when we're talking through how to set everything up, where you can have WhatsApp in your sequence. And if when you attempt to send WhatsApp, we don't see that they have a valid WhatsApp number, we can split the workflow and replace the WhatsApp with SMS. So it's a really effective tool to be able to go first with WhatsApp for those that have it and those that interact, and then default to SMS if they don't. It's important to remember that the WhatsApp platform is one of the more powerful communication platforms across the world. And we want to be there. We want to be able to interact with them. High Level gives us the ability to do that in a really succinct, really lovely way, and we'll talk through that on this course. But by the end of it, my intention is that you start using this platform to be able to engage with your customers, see the differences in open rates, reply rates that we'll talk about in a few moments' time, and start seeing the impact that this has on the business. Because trust me, it is an incredibly powerful and effective way of increasing that customer satisfaction from initial inquiry all the way through to renewals, updates, repeat business, all of that. It can be so powerful. And it's a way that your customers will feel more connected to your business, which naturally is going to lead to more customers.